Mom. We're podcasting.
No, I meant to, though. So if the doorbell rings 5 times, like last time, we're not answering it, Jerry.
Okay, I am going to text our mom.
Take the day off.
Good morning, Mom. We're podcasting this morning. Just a little reminder.
Mom is so funny. She went to the farmer's market and did her pea drop off. The root of everybody got bags of peas. Okay, I'm not sure why that's. I already had it on.
I have do not disturb, but I have Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We're the grocery
We're basically
girls.
in the middle of a conversation. I'm Tracie.
I'm Jodi.
And we're coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
We talk a little
on
bit
the patio.
A little bit about knitting. A little bit about life.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah.
Mostly knitting, mostly yarn.
Good morning, good morning.
But we're sisters, and we just have a ball doing this. So if you've just stumbled across us, where the heck have you been?
What were we just talking about?
Granny bringing peas for everybody.
Got it.
Do you think this is low? I feel like I'm kind of slouching. Or are we good? We're good?
We're totally chillaxing.
Okay.
I do have a pillow behind me. Would you like?
Sure. There's enough pillows out here. Oh, geez, that's really
Have you been
comfy.
watching the Olympics?
Yeah, every day we watch some.
Yeah.
Some is, I mean, that steeplechase in the, what's that? Okay, so whenever I hear the word steeplechase, I think horses.
Right.
But it's one of the track events, and they do have to go over hurdles and like run through like a little puddle thing.
On a horse.
No, these are runners. These are just people running. So I feel like that's the most exciting track event. We've been watching lots. What about you?
No. Just little snippets.
Yes, snippets in the evening. I shouldn't say it's not like we're hours and hours. Okay, yeah, much better.
Right, because I couldn't read it. I'm like, just a minute. The orientation
it was a little
must be
far
different.
away. Good morning. So many people joining us. You guys, hello.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Patricia.
Someone is awaiting Storm Debbie. That does not sound good.
This is that's
Sorry
the
about
season,
that.
right?
Yes.
I mean, the terrible hurricanes and.
Do you think people? I'm sure people that live in areas like that never go see movies like Twister.
Yeah, they do.
You think?
Yeah,
I was actually thinking about going to that.
I want to go to that too.
Not because it's of much interest. It's just summer, and you're looking for kind of things to do sometimes.
You don't have to twist my arm. Ever
I
to go
like
to a
what's his
movie.
name that's in there.
Yeah,
I know.
it'll be so
I just love
good.
going to movies.
No,
yeah.
it's a good summer movie.
It'll be all
Yeah.
right.
As long as you've never
Oh,
had
you
a
do. Donna says yes, they do go to those movies.
Okay,
there you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Twisters was so good, Kathy.
I heard, but
Okay, so there you go.
yeah, Maddie and Shane went to Deadpool.
And
They liked it.
it was fun, right?
Yeah, they liked it.
Yeah.
You went too?
Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
It was really fun. We enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. I was busy binging Presumed Innocent.
Oh yeah, that was good.
It was good.
It was just like we talked about. It was about 2 episodes too long for
Yeah,
me.
I
It
agree.
slowed down a little bit.
I almost Googled the ending because I didn't want to finish it.
And here's the thing. I saw the movie, and I actually think I've read the book a million years ago. I didn't remember what was going to happen. So I wonder if it's the same.
This is what I asked you. Was it the same person at the end of
I don't know.
this Jake Gyllenhaal version as before? I'm not going to spoil it.
I don't remember. I'm firmly in the book was always better camp. But I remember really liking the movie. It was a good series. Apple TV Plus does some good stuff.
There's some good stuff coming out, you guys. Come on. We're going to have to schedule our days. I brought two coffees.
Binge. They're both iced coffee.
Just iced coffee. With
Regular?
A little vanilla milk. Yeah. Like full on coffee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
You go. I mean, I do have 3 shots of espresso in here.
Good
but
morning, Star. Do you?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'm not. Good morning. Good morning. Have you heard there's a knitting equivalent to the Great British Sewing Bee that's coming out? Yes, we heard about it. And the thing I saw said something about Ryan Gosling.
Doing what? Is he knitter?
Did you hear about this thing?
Yes, Tim Daly.
Tom Daly.
It's Tim. Tom Daly.
Tom Daly, who we're all madly in love with, the Olympic athlete that knits and crochets while he's waiting to dive, and then comes back to his project after diving. Yeah, so from what I only saw one little thing about it, but it did mention Ryan Gosling in the same thing.
Okay.
On my head, just about like popped off.
We don't know all the details yet.
I'm
but
not
it's
saying that's
something
true.
to do with knitting.
It's a knitting version of the Great British Sewing Bee or whatever.
How can we be a part of this?
I don't know. I love those kind of shows, like those competition shows, whether it's baking or I don't even care. Like this, I've seen the sewing one. I've not binged the whole thing, but like I find it interesting.
The Great Pottery Throwdown.
Yes, that too. I think Ryan Gosling is a knitter. Well, my head is just going to pop off.
Right. I think he is a knitter now. That rings true.
Does it not make total sense? He's just beyond cool and so awesome. So of course he's a knitter. Why are we so surprised? Right?
Yeah. TBD, we're going to learn more about this. We'll let you know if we're contestants. As of today, we are not.
It's been filmed. Your best shot is season 2.
Okay, good. I'm up for season 2.
Oh,
I'm
my
up for
gosh.
them working out the kinks in season 1.
Shelley, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Shelley. I hope you have the best day with your feet up and being spoiled.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, it's a great. You had your birthday since we last were here.
I did have my birthday since. It was so great, you guys. I did. I just had the best day, and then I ended the day with my whole family. We all had dinner.
That was awesome.
The golf course where my dad and Jeff golf, and it was the most lovely evening.
That was really fun. That's the most fun. Yeah.
That's all I want.
Right.
Is
big gifts and a dinner with the family.
There you go. Big gifts opened with my family.
Right.
Not just by myself.
Right. No, it's so nice to just get together. And we had such a good meal and everybody's laughing. And, you know, the youngest part of our family, our brother's boys, are like preteen and teenager. Like, it's just such a different, they're through the little kid part. So the conversations are completely different. And we just have a blast. I mean, it's just we just feel really lucky that we live so close. We can all do that.
Even though we live close together in proximity, a few blocks away, life gets away from you. And if you don't make a point of getting together, you're like, oh my gosh, it's been 2 weeks and I haven't seen so-and-so. So it was nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yes, well, that's great. And then we have a gorgeous day today.
Good morning, Pam.
Pam, you're so cute.
We do love Ryan Gosling. Right.
Somebody says, I like Ryan Gosling. That's it? Just like?
I don't think like's strong enough.
I feel like I more than like Ryan Gosling. Mm-hmm. There's so many Ryans out there. We're thinking of the right Ryan, right?
Yes.
Just kidding.
Okay, the challenge.
Oh,
season 40 started yesterday.
Was it not just the introduction show yesterday?
But yes, it was the first episode.
I didn't worry about it yet, but
you must.
I love it.
You'll go back and watch that one.
Oh, for sure.
But yes, no actual challenge, but because there's so much to touch on.
Yeah.
There's 40 years of it, you guys.
I love the background.
No, it can't be 40 years of it.
40 seasons.
Seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. Like, CT, his whole career has been reality TV.
All the little snippets.
Like for 20 years.
I know, it's amazing. Did you know Bananas is not CT's era?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, it was surprising.
No, I didn't know that, but I noticed that in all
the
like social media and stuff.
I love your new tree.
Do you love it?
Yeah, it's like a Dr. Seuss. I'm going to take a photo, you guys. I'll get it.
It's called a weeping Norway spruce. That's what it is. They all look like, actually my husband had 3 days off in a row last weekend. It felt like a holiday.
It's hard to tell because there's shadows and there's grid, but it's this little...
No, that's a really good picture. People get an idea. That's great. It's going to be fantastic. So I had the best weekend. He had 3 days off in a row. It was amazing.
It's like a mini holiday.
It was. Like when you're in that grocery industry, you don't do like, he never took long weekends, right? Like part of the weekend for sure was always at work. So that was awesome. Anyway.
Oh, I should take a few snippets along the yard and show people. Your yard is so nice.
Tracie
waters her flowers.
It's cute. Jodi didn't know that was something that was mandatory.
Well, I
Like-
planted them. I love planting them and creating the pots, but then they require water, apparently.
Then they require a little bit of babysitting. Not a ton, I'll be honest.
Do I see squash? No, and nasturtium.
Oh, just nasturtiums back there.
Yeah.
I just wanted color. I'm giantly disappointed in my tomatoes. There are like the yield. Has anybody had low yield
Really?
on your
I don't see a lot of flowers.
No,
even.
like there's not
leaves.
No. Well, the leaves, you prune off the ones that aren't going to create blooms and fruit.
Yeah.
But I'm just so bummed. Like I'm barely going to get any. Last year I had hundreds of grape tomatoes.
I'm going to take away your gardening badge.
I know. There's something wrong. I even fertilized and everything.
That it must not be you. It's them. It's not you. Don't. Take
I was
it
thinking
personally.
that. I was
It's them.
thinking that. Listen, that's a given. That's a for sure.
You guys, look what I got in the mail, all the way from
That's-
down under.
Phenomenal.
It's. I'm just sitting here. As
Is this the same color?
No.
I was going to say
I'm just
that
sitting
looks different
as
than
we
this.
sit and chat, but I'm feeling this.
So this
base.
is a secret color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this base, and this is a 75/25 Louie and Lola. It was their 5th birthday.
I know, Luli and Lola yarns.
Yeah.
Our friend Karina, who's in Tasmania, and it's their winter.
This stood out to me, and I thought, I need to buy that.
It's gorgeous. I love a pink coral yellow combo.
And I also have
Big
to say,
time.
there was something else that came in, was our colorway for our breast cancer fundraiser that we do again this fall. I can't show you, but it's spectacular.
I know. I'm so excited. We have some vendor prizes that have come in. We're looking for like pink yarn and pink bags and things like that. So we're starting to get more organized for that. But I kind of put it in the back of my head that Knit City Calgary's next week, and I was hoping to kind of
Okay,
talk to people about
I'm
that.
going to show this. Because
This is awesome.
This is what I'll give. Okay, so these are our show bags. You can see it's like an opalescent poly with a fabric, like
like a nylon.
nylon ribbing handle. And this will be free with an X amount of purchase at our booth, and they'll be also there to purchase. But I had just had to show you because it's pink. I'll give you guys a couple for the. I'll give us a couple for the breast cancer.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'll save them, and we'll put yarn in them.
I feel like lots of times we don't make it clear. Jodi's also got her own hand-dyed yarn company with her daughter Jordan.
Yes.
So lots of people sometimes will send us an email, hey, I can't find the yarn on your website. Frankie Gray Fibres
Yes.
is the yarn, and that's Jodi's. But that's where you're going to get this. The first ever Frankie Gray booth at an event.
So-
tell me. Who cares about the challenge? Let's hear about
Jordan and I
yarn.
are in the final stages of, like, the yarn is dyed. We do have a couple of hours left. We're waiting on dye. I think it's supposed to come today or tomorrow. But, like, you guys, I just set up 18 feet of grid wall and covered, like, this thing. I kept saying to Jordan, I am so proud of us. Shayla.
Shayla's on the plane to Flock Fiber Festival. You're going to have the best time. I'm really happy for you. No, it's going to be a blast. Okay, keep going. We'll get to Flock.
But just like we filled our whole grid wall, and it's like color.
So how many pegs would be on a board, or how many colors are you guys bringing? Do you even know?
44
so many
colors, 44 solid colors, and in each color we have fingering, DK, majestic fluff, which is a cashmere suri or a cashmere alpaca, and there's a mohair. So and it's all like. I said, Jordan said, don't show pictures. Let it be
Yeah,
like an impact. Like I'll take pictures and we'll show them next time.
They're for after.
But, oh, it's so good.
Or during the day, like time of, you do set up
Totally,
photos and share them
totally.
then. But she's totally right. The impact is going to be
It's
phenomenal.
Spectacular.
You've never had your yarn at a show before.
No.
So, of course, it's Knit City,
Yeah.
our favorite show.
Well, there's 44 solid colors, and we have about 30 plus of speckle colorways.
Okay.
And then we have Amanda,
The Crafty Jackalope.
Amanda's coming, who is all things sparkle.
Right.
So she's doing a whole bunch of samples. I'll show you some samples today. It's going to be like sample city in the booth, and you're going to be able to like curate your own kits together with us. You guys, it's going to be so
fun.
I'm getting so excited. The bling bar, the only thing I'm worried about is I have so much yarn. I'm renting a U-Haul, a 17-foot U-Haul.
You're worried about it. I've got to be in it while you're driving it.
It's crazy.
It's going to be so great. It's the first time for lots of things for you, like all of this, and it's going to be a giant learning experience, but you guys are so prepared, and you've gone to so many shows. Like, you're ready. This is going to be so great.
Yeah. I'm ready. We're ready.
It's going to be wonderful.
And I said to Jordan, the amount of work.
Your girls are going to love it.
I think we're going to have so much fun. We have T-shirts.
Are you in the booth the whole time?
No. But I am going to wear it for the first, like, just to get photos of my, like, I'll just take it off again. But the girls have photos. And so it's going to be good.
Big team job. Yeah. That's awesome, Jodi. I'm so excited for you guys. And who knows, maybe you'll be at another show.
I said to Jordan, with all this setup and money we've put into like the grid, like it can't be our only show. We'll have to do 2 big ones a year.
Right.
Right?
I don't know.
Like maybe Vancouver like whatever West Coast one there is.
Right.
And then maybe one in the spring, if you fit it in. But if not, maybe we'll commit to the one Knit City every year.
Maybe Flock. I don't know how you do that. Anyway, this weekend, so Knit City Calgary, first time it's ever been in Alberta, is next weekend, the 17th. What's it? The
yes,
date?
the
17th?
weekend of the
weekend of the 17th. This coming weekend is Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle.
We almost got on a plane, and now
Jodi teased the hell out of me. We had every intention after last year of going. That was our plan. We're totally going. Of course, we're going to Flock.
We're just in it.
It's such an easy flight for us. It was such a beautiful trip. Of course we want to be there. And then we decided it's way too, Jodi said, it's just too close to Calgary. I'll be so busy. And then Tuesday morning she said, I'm so organized. We should just zip out for the weekend and go to Seattle. And I was like, okay. Yes, sign me up. I'm in. I'm always in for like a weekend
And now
jaunt.
I'm still second guessing. Like,
it's definitely not too late.
We could get on the plane tomorrow.
Well, that was always the plan. Go Friday, right?
My God.
So technically, it's not too late. But
see, I'm the worst. Is that part of my horoscope? Not being indecisive. Like, should I go? Should I not go?
And I find you very opinionated.
Right. But then there's some times where I'm like, oh, I could make it work. But then
I think, honestly, we're just used to planning trips that just winging off for the weekend feels weird. But it's totally something that we could do.
I mean, it's an hour.
It's not
on the
like
plane.
Flights and hotels are super cheap, but it's not super bad either. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's a very easy trip. We loved it.
Well, I made that decision, and now I keep thinking, well, could I make it work?
Anyway. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Anyway, have a blast. Flock is bigger and better this year. It was so great last year, and they've grown, and they're in a new location. The vendor market looks, of course, phenomenal. Jess of Shop La Mercerie, it's her baby, the Flock Fiber Festival. So best of best luck, of course. It's going to be amazing. It's already amazing. And so many patterns. So many patterns and yarns and things have just been launched this week in anticipation of you can get it.
That farmer's...
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
So the Farmer's Daughter Fibres and Spin Cycle Yarns and 6 designers have gotten together and created a brand new collection that's, I think, out right now.
Today was the day.
Today's the day. Their new yarn launch this year was Spinster's Daughter Worsted. So it's a worsted weight of the spin cycle, like Dream State, right? But it was dyed in solid colors by Candace's team.
Well, I should have brought that. I had it last week here.
And
last time.
And then blended with the Farmer's Daughter's Dream State, and these designers have just made the most phenomenal patterns. Here's the email that I just got.
I'm going to pull it up on my iPad.
There's just like stunners. Stunning. So you're going to be able to get the yarn, go to the Farmer's Daughter Fiber booth and the Spin Cycle booth. There's even a crochet pattern. I want to knit everything. There's this cute hat by Olga Jazzy. There's this beautiful cowl at the beginning. Is Hozo by Jennifer Berg.
Let mine load. Oh. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
It's phenomenal. Do we see the charging icon? Not really, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
It's not. Oh, it is charging.
Yeah,
okay,
is
good.
charging.
I was worried we were going to run out of power. Anyway, so they're all celebrating the new spinster's daughter worsted, dyed by the farmer's daughter.
Oh, Jessie made a gorgeous, staple piece out of straight worsted without any of the spin cycle added, but that's Jessie made.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Sunset Sweatshirt.
Here's the Polly Cardigan by Amy Christophers. I can't even. Okay, so this whole and that again gives me the quilt vibe.
Totally. Look at that piece, you guys.
That photo shoot's so beautiful. Last year there was the heirloom quilt cardigan that came out, and I just loved it. I can't believe I still haven't knit it. I still want to make it. Andrea Mowry's got her framed sweater that came out.
That's such a classic motif.
I think there's so many of us makers that quilt look is just so near and dear to your heart, right? Yeah. Here's the heirloom quilt cardigan that I was talking about from last year. Lots and lots of people had it at Rhinebeck. I think it's worsted weight. DK, and it's by Katrin Seeberger. Anyway, I love seeing that. And it's exciting that this new yarn is getting to shine. There's a beautiful crochet pattern too, a cowl.
Really
cowl kind of collar thing.
Really, really beautiful, you guys.
Sunset Sweatshirt by Jessie made. Mm-hmm. Drop shoulder.
So the collection that launches today, it's like dreamy.
Amu hat.
Yeah.
Olga Jazzy.
It's dreamy, that worsted squish, that bounce, it's very squishy, bouncy yarn.
Right.
It makes beautiful fabric. You guys.
Superwash, right?
Yes. It's spectacular.
Did you show this collected slipover?
I didn't say what it was.
Collected slipover by
Tiff
Nealon. Is it blurry? What's going on there? I don't know what's going on. This is very cool. You mix spin cycle colors, more than one. Like this one I looked at had 3 colors in it. And then a main color of the spinster's daughter.
It's broken garter stitch.
You could use leftovers if you happen to have leftovers of spin cycle. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're treasure, right? You never ever throw them away. I love that. I think that's super, super cute.
That's a drop shoulder. They're really essentially, it's no added sleeve, just the way it's.
But you could. It's just got a tiny bit of ribbing, right? That's a slipover version.
Oh, you guys, it's so good.
Somebody knit it with sleeves. I'm sure it's amazing.
Oh, I feel like I could knit it.
But you could do it with even solid color sleeves. What would that look like?
Well, I bought those 4 skeins of those neutrals. I could just pop in one, kind of gradiate that, and then pop in the Ghost Ranch as I go down.
Fantastic idea. Anyway.
That collection's beautiful.
Did we show the...
No.
Okay. The Shore Pine Cowl by Brittany Garber is the crochet pattern in the collection.
It's really beautiful.
And that looks really cozy. I made something like that last year, you guys. It's like nothing else. Super cozy.
Are we calling it a collar?
No, she's calling it a cowl. Call it whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Jodi will say Dickie. It's
not.
It's not. Bringing the warmth of a cowl and the style of a Dickie together in this harmonious creation.
Kadickie.
She's already calling it a Dickie. Right.
A dowel.
Right.
A kadiki is better.
Dick-owl?
Kadowel.
No, none of
Kadiki.
those. None of those.
It's great. Whatever we're calling it, it's really beautiful.
It's super fun, and it makes you feel like this.
Yes. Look at her
Right?
joy, right?
How great is that?
Yeah.
The whole collection makes you feel like this. So keep an eye out for that at Flock Fiber Festival when you guys go.
Okay. Should we talk about what we're knitting?
Sure.
No more talk about kadikis.
Yeah, the Dicky portion of the show is over.
Let's talk about what you're wearing.
Should we?
Uh-huh.
Why not?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Let's talk about the sparkly elephant in the room. I'm wearing it's a Tolsta tee pattern.
Cowlicky.
Cowlicky. That sounds good. Not really. Cowlicky? Yeah, why not? Cowlick, someone said. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, leaf.
This is the Tolsta tee by Rebecca Clow. I knit it in linen and sequins, as you do, right? It is a short-sleeved raglan t-shirt. The pattern gives you a fingering weight pattern as well as a DK weight pattern. My gauge was kind of in between both of them, but it's a great staple. It's a great staple top. Like all these raglans. I have a tank top underneath here, but this collar actually works really well.
Without.
I've worn it without, yeah.
So what you did do is you just added in your sparkle.
Yeah.
And then dropped it when you didn't want
So
it.
the whole t-shirt is knit in Antigone by Durarum Natura. It's a sport weight, 100% linen. So it feels kind of ropey like a linen, but I love this stuff. Linen wears so beautifully. Like the more you wear it and wash it, it softens up, but it is so strong. Like it's just going to be forever. Great.
Yeah.
It's not super soft yet, but it will get there. I only washed it the one time so far. And then I decided to add stripes to the t-shirt. And this is the yarn I chose to use. It's Lang Paillettes. I got it from the Crafty Jackalope. She calls it Mega Bling. It's freaking fabulous. It's a taupe string with little gold sequins. And I just held that double with the linen where I chose to do stripes.
Right.
And I started about...
You held it double?
I held it double. So these stripes are both yarns together.
And then this is one strand?
This is one strand of just the linen. Yeah. I needed, 3 skeins of this. I have leftovers.
So the core, I don't know if you guys can see, the core in the sparkle is blue.
It's taupe. It's a gray.
Oh, against here, yeah, it's a gray. So what I was going to say is if you match it exactly, you might not get the stripe effect that you did. Like you did this is contrast to your.
Yeah, this is a marling.
Oh, I love it.
So if you did like something that's exactly the same yarn, like this, the stringy part.
Yeah.
You would just see sequins, right? You would just see the sequins.
Yes.
But you're right, it wouldn't be as stripy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's so good.
My stripes are 10 rounds each. And I just started them, I think it's about 8 centimeters or 3 inches from the cast on
Do you
edge is
measure
where I
in
started.
centimeters or inches?
Oh, am I in inches? But
Me too.
there's a lot of people that don't think in inches.
Well, we shouldn't be thinking in inches in Canada.
I know.
Anyway.
So honestly, there's a bunch of patterns out there and I buy them and they're only in centimeters because that country is metric. And every time I think to myself, well, what about the people that, like, a lot of people buy them that aren't. So anyway, it's all well and good. I do convert it for myself because I don't know my bust measurement in centimeters. I should train myself better.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. So I just have to convert it and it's no problem. Thank you, Google. But this was so much fun to knit and so fast to knit. And like I said, the pattern is a fingering weight and then another pattern. So you're getting 2 patterns.
Okay.
You're definitely getting 2 patterns.
Big bang for your buck.
They're both a raglan t-shirt, but it's 2 totally different sets of numbers. And then there's also a little PDF attached to it that shows you how you can modify it. Because it's basically a blank canvas. Do you want just a plain raglan tee? Sure.
Yeah.
But here's some fun.
Please.
Yeah, like you can literally knit this thing 100 times. It reminds me of the Jessie made Cozy Classic raglan that we both love so much.
Oh, yes.
Like, there's a gauge, and whatever yarn matches that gauge, you can just use in that pattern, right? So technically, I used a sport weight yarn, and I was knitting in between the two gauges of the sweater, but it worked out great. And
I love that.
I love it.
I saw you this morning, and I thought, what a fun way just to add a little sparkle into this cute,
nice, right? And I mean, I got this Antigone at the Beehive Yarn Shop in Victoria when we stopped on our cruise that evening.
Yep.
And it looked like they were kind of, like the selection wasn't tons left at that point, right? Like they had, I don't know if they were, anyway. I didn't know which color to buy. And one of the colors that had a lot of skeins or balls was this Marsala color, which I would not think to myself, oh, that's so you.
Okay, but it's not like I do look at that and think look at the color.
I feel like it was a happy accident.
Remember when we were in Montana? You almost bought your sweater
I love
this
it.
color. Like so many times I think.
But I don't knit it and wear it.
And look at your vest today.
But it's I feel like I'm in a moment for this kind of color palette.
I love it.
I think it's kind of a pinky, a plummy brown.
Yes.
But this color is called Marsala.
It's gorgeous. I think it is you.
I've already started looking for another color of this. Like I would love a black. Do they make this in black?
I don't know.
I would love black in this. This is really, really beautiful linen. If you're someone that loves to wear linen, it's not my favorite thing to knit, I'll be honest. It is totally a product knit for me. I'm knitting it because I want cute things in the summer, knits that I can wear in the summer.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I said to Tracie, oh my God, I see her in her t-shirt. I actually thought it was going to be cooler than it was this morning. That's why I'm wearing this like sweater.
Right.
But I mean, I too think that having these pieces that you can throw on beautiful hand knits in the summer are amazing.
And you wore the one I made you 5 years ago to your birthday dinner, Jodi. It looked so good on you. I still need to knit that.
It is like that
That's
fabric,
the cedar pullover by Joji Locatelli.
But the linen fabric, the linen yarn that you used looks like the day you bought it.
That was Shabui Reed.
Well,
I don't believe they make it anymore. It was my tippy top favorite linen experience I've ever had.
It's really
by
good.
far. And that was like super DK weight because it was 2 strands held together. That was DK at least. So anyway, you can knit this. This Tolsta tee is not new, and so many people have already knit it. You can go to Ravelry and see what people are doing, but you can totally add sequins, and it's very fun. And I would do it over exactly like this again.
I wish I found a baby raccoon that I could like domesticate. Like you see on TikTok, things like that's happened to people, and I'm just like, why doesn't that? Or like,
because you don't live in the wilderness.
Find a little squirrel,
yeah,
on the sidewalk that I can like nurse back to health with
we
like
have
an
squirrels.
eyedropper.
How come you're not outside trying to attract little animals? We have some kind of wasp nest somewhere. Like, and now Jeff put out one of those
Bags?
wasp trap things.
Yeah. Is it full?
It was swarmed.
Really?
Yes. But I haven't really, like we saw a wasp this morning. I haven't seen one all week. So.
Wow. Anyway, that's.
Tippy top. I haven't heard that for years.
You're dating yourself. Okay, you guys. Stephen West just put out
well,
a new.
it was. Oh, I know. Sorry. Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I saw the socks. Did you see the socks? Hey, this was What Are We Wearing?
Oh, yeah. What? I don't know.
You are wearing the. Is it
a Tanis Fiber Arts pattern? Or is it...
I think it is, Joe.
I know I did these yarn overs. I copied you.
I think it is. Does Tanis have a V-neck?
Yeah, that's what it is, I think.
This was something you made a long time ago.
Yes.
And it's phenomenal. It's fingering weight plus mohair held together.
And it's all Sonder yarn.
It's, like, you know how you said you wanted to steal my...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is the one that I would steal. This is one of the ones I would steal. I also love whatever that one is in Chick Flick.
The Hohi one.
Yes.
The Rocket T? Rocket TDK? Something. Come on, you guys. Help me out.
Is it? This is ringing a bell that it's a Tanis pattern.
I'm just signing into Ravelry here.
But basically, like fingering weight and mohair it's got quite a pronounced V-neck.
Yeah,
So
I'm showing off my boobies.
Right.
Um,
Well, not quite. Cleavage.
okay, so this is a very boxy. Look at how drapey it is, you guys. Wow, look at this. One little stitch pulled down. Does it bother me? No.
You could duplicate stitch on top of it.
But a really beautiful tapered sleeve, a nice deep raglan that we love that gives us that extra ease in the body.
Do you want me to see if I can find that pattern?
A really cute little V-neck. Beautiful stripes. Look at the colors. So yeah,
The colors are amazing.
This is Sonder.
So there's the Rocket T.
I don't think that's what it is. Do you think it's the deep woods?
No, your Deep Woods V is a different.
But you don't think I have two?
I don't know, Jodi. I don't know. Maybe you should use Ravelry and put projects on, because you know what? I literally will not remember anything about my projects unless I put it there.
Yeah, by just
I don't keep a journal anymore. This was
Northwoods.
before the Northwoods, I think.
Okay, you guys.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Northwoods.
It could be the Northwoods V, but here I did those. I did a yarn over.
And the Rocket T does that. So that may be why we're thinking Rocket T.
Right.
But didn't she do that in DK? She did it in DK. I'm not seeing it, the pattern. It's got to be there somewhere.
Well, if I was organized, I would have done this before.
It's beautiful. And I would like do the Northwoods V. That would be a great substitute, a striped version.
Yeah, because I knit that too. And
because this is very interesting, Jodi, because like I don't see short rows anywhere.
well, oh, look how gorgeous that looks like when you start it there, you guys. Because you start your raglan right at the top, right?
Yeah.
But look how beautiful
It is. It is. Like that's that little detail of doing your increase like that. Very V-neck from Jessie Maid, Cindy said. I don't know.
I don't think I've knit that. That's it. Does it have an... You know what I did? I did this, and then I did this myself.
So you're sure this is... I think it's a Tanis pattern.
I think it's the Tanis.
That reminds me...
I think it's this...
Oh! Paper Knit said, episode 149, it's Rocket TDK. You rock,
Thank you.
Kirsten.
And then what I did was I just found I have to go back, but I did find I believe a free pattern for a V-neck sweater that because
and you didn't do the balloon
she's
sleeves.
got I cord for the neck.
Right.
Oh my God, it's totally a different pattern now.
Okay, what you did for the neck band, you did that V-neck slip over by Pink Petite Knit, right?
So I did the same
So I
V?
think you did the same V.
Could be.
I think that's how that
Could
went.
be.
Wow. Basically, Jodi has no freaking clue what it is or what she did. But now that we're talking about it, I think that's what you did because you've done that V-neck slip over.
These are very pretty though. These, instead of having like, this is a fun way just to customize any sweater. Like you can do whatever increases you want here at the raglan. And you can have it so it's wide, like right here there's just one stitch knit in between, but you could have 2 or 3 stitches knit and then thanks Kirsten, that's so funny. But the standout is her Melissa's colors.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It's not Sunday mornings. This is yarn they don't carry anymore. They do carry.
Was it the single ply?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was just their regular fingering.
Oh, the Luxe.
The Luxe.
Merino cashmere.
Merino
80,
cashmere, yeah. The Very V raglan. Any of those would be really beautiful, you guys. And then you can just mimic your make one as a yarn over. Right?
Yeah, just substitute it. And wherever it says make one or knit front and back, that's where your increase will be a yarn over instead.
Yeah.
Some people don't like doing the yarn over one because they feel like it jumps around a little bit, but
I think it's really pretty.
I don't think it's not so bad.
I think it's
I
really
love
pretty.
it.
Yeah.
I think that's a really...
Thank you.
Especially if you're not into like lots of lace, but it's just such a pretty
Okay,
little
next, move
thing.
on. We have to hurry. We only have 2 hours.
We really do only have 2 hours today. Okay, let's move along. What are we,
I have a couple more things of knitting
I
to
have
show.
more knitting.
Okay, good. Show.
I have another finished object. We're so lucky. We are special guests at the Knit City Calgary kickoff party Friday night. I think there's still tickets. If you're coming, come. It's going to be just a really great social evening. But Calgary is known for ranching, and they lean very heavily into like that Western culture. There's a bandana knit along happening right now. People are knitting bandanas to wear. And I cast on just a little neck scarf. I knit the...
What the hell?
I knit the small fry scarf when we went to Ireland by Samantha Guerin. So awesome. And this one came out after. This is called the Party Line Scarf by Casey of Young Folk Knits. And it's very cute and very fast. And it's just this little like splash of color. This yarn I use is Frankie Gray Fibres in Big Apple. It's so beautiful. That bright tomato red. This I knit up in like 2 days. But anyway, of course I'm going to wear it to our kickoff party.
Kim's coming from Nashville.
No.
You better be wearing your boots, girl, because we got sparkle boots. Okay, no, that's all we're going to say.
Jodi, my boots
No.
are totally inspired by Amanda, the Crafty Jackalope. She's worn boots, sparkle boots before, and I just coveted them. Anyway, I have a pair now. But anyway, how cute is this little scarf? It's very, very simple. Simple increases, and then you do a little eyelet, couple of rows, and then it's garter, and then it's eyelet rows and garter. And it's very, relaxing and simple. You could absolutely have this in your on-the-go bag. Some people put a vanilla sock. This you don't need the pattern for once you've done the first little section. You're just kind of on.
So good.
Isn't it cute? I love it. Now, the pattern was designed in a sport weight yarn with silk in it. So it makes me think I might just, keep my eye out for something like that at Knit City. This is great. This merino, like I wet blocked it, and it just, drapes so nicely. I used a 4mm needle and DK weight yarn, but
It's
blocking
amazing.
was for sure it really made a difference.
It does.
Don't skip the blocking on especially garter stitch and lace. Like it needs its moment of like opening up. So she designed it in Craft Me Not Yarn Co. Their Silky Sport. And I meant to weigh this, but you for sure don't need a whole skein of DK. Like this was not a full skein of DK. This was a color that I used in my
You could use
Happy Place socks.
You could use a 50 gram.
It says 150 yards of sport weight yarn.
Oh no.
So maybe
Yardage
but that's
wise?
only half a skein of sport weight yarn usually.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be amazing? You could get 2. Anyway, how cute, right?
Yes.
And the color just
Oh, it has a little triangle. It has a little V.
no.
Does it have a little V? Oh no, I saw something.
Maybe that's where I had.
your
That's where I
shitty
had
knitting.
that's my shitty blocking.
No.
I didn't block it straight. I did fold it there. No. Anyway,
Tracie,
super
it's so cute.
It's Casey's first pattern, so I thought that
Casey.
was great. But these little tiny scarves, like Petite Knit Sophie's scarf, I think started everything.
Brand new today. It's called the Bubble Bandana, and it's the same idea.
Oh, I love it.
But look at that stitch pattern. It's Stephen West. That's out today.
Listen, this
I
whole
love-
tiny
yes.
scarf thing, they're so easy to wear. The little bandanas, like they're very satisfying knit. They go so fast
Yeah.
and they're so cute. They're not bulky. They don't fall off like big shot. Like I could not be more in the lane of loving these. So very cute pattern. I would totally get some yarn with silk in it though for the I would do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, so this is a sample from my sample knitter, but it's in the same vein. This is the Bubble the Bubble Bandana Cowl by Crafty Jackalope, Amanda Kafka.
So good.
This is a sample for the booth.
Wow.
And this is knit in stone with matching mega bling.
Stone DK and mohair?
Stone fingering, mohair, and mega bling.
Oh my gosh, that's phenomenal. You're going to wear that every day this winter. Like, you would put that in your coat.
God, you guys.
Oh, Shelly's here. She said that was an amazing, luxurious experience to knit that sample for you.
Shelly, thank you. Shelly is...
It's freaking fabulous.
Shelly's wickedly amazing.
It's got
with her
bobbles and garter. Like, I don't know, and sequins.
3.
Okay, so you're hitting all my, like, sweet spots. Fingering and mohair, sequins, beautiful neutral, bobbles.
Look at the drape.
Garter stitch. I need to make one of those.
This is a sample for our booth.
Well, you've sold one kit already. I would like one. No, I've got so much stuff at home. You know what I do have on my list? More sequins. I was looking for sequins to go in this, and I don't have anything that was going to make it shine. So
hang on.
So maybe, as much as I don't need yarn, I need... Oh. See, that's perfect.
This is your color that you just do. That's Big Apple.
And the gold sequins. Oh, my God.
I'll show this in a minute. I have so many amazing... You won't believe the samples. You will not believe the samples.
Okay, so I only have... I have my vest. I'll give a little update, and that's it for knitting for me. And then maybe you could do a sample parade after that.
So I am knitting the Mads hat. This was my this is my second pattern ever.
I love it.
And it's just slip stitches. You're slipping the stitch for a few rounds, and it gives you that beautiful exaggerated. It kind of curves it up and makes it almost look like a beehive, or like a hexagon honeycomb kind of thing. I'm holding fingering with mohair, and this is our show color this year.
Is it?
This is our show color. It's our new logo color. It's called. So
it's got these speckles of your colors of your.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
You guys, just a minute. It's so good,
Amanda. In there.
Rose Wrangler. Amanda named it. But I'm also holding this sparkle.
The twinkle.
The twinkle.
So that twinkle is awesome.
You can't see it. Maybe you can a little bit, but it just gives a hint.
It's got like a nugget. It's got a lace weight sparkle and then a little blip, like a nugget of thick. Yeah. I don't know. What do you call it? I don't know. This one is the blush with the gold. Yeah. Good Lord. I mean, it's beyond perfect.
But I think it makes a really, really, really pretty fabric.
And this does not add any bulk to your pattern. So this you can add to anything with, I don't think, affecting your gauge.
It's like the thinnest little lace weight. It's like a thread.
Yeah, it is. But see those little blips that are thicker? Like
this is kind of a worsted hat. So I'm knitting it with 2 strands of fluff.
Oh, wow.
1 strand of fingering and 1 strand.
Soft and cozy.
And a 5mm needle.
It's beautiful.
I actually really love this weight of hat. It's not really bulky. It's worsted.
I like that weight of hat knit with like you're doing exactly. Like it feels different than knitting with a worsted weight yarn.
Right.
It's still got space in between the stitches. It still feels lighter and drapier, not as solid. Mm-hmm. But like for my husband, of course, I would probably use like worsted weight wool. Mm-hmm. But I love the weight of this. I couldn't agree more.
Our new mohair is dreamy, but I would also, you could do DK, 1 mohair or 1 fluff, and then the sparkle too.
Yeah, like however they get gauge.
So
that
good.
Pattern's so beautiful.
Anyway, okay, cut next.
Cut. Okay, I will give you. Okay, here's the sad news. I finished this T-shirt, and I had like just under 2 weeks to go, and I was like, I'm gonna knit another thing to wear at Knit City. I'm gonna crank it out. I'm gonna make another like linen-y kind of top, and I had that Sandnesgarn Lena, and I knit for a whole day. And I don't know why, but it was different than my swatch. I was not matching my gauge, and as I was knitting too, I'm thinking, wow, this fabric is just, I don't know that I'm going to love wearing this. So at the end of the day, I pulled the whole thing out. So I don't have that new cast on to show you, but
It's totally
loved
frogged.
the yarn.
Okay.
It was totally frogged.
Yeah.
But in between, I was working on my Island to Island vest. This is by Mary Jane Mucklestone. It's an all-over colorwork vest.
You've made progress.
Which has been like dream project for me. I am one pink section away. I've already started the pink. This is my last section before I start adding steek sleeves. Stitches.
So that's like splitting for sleeves.
It is. It's
But
where now you're going to start shaping.
Sorry. But you've done the long
Yeah.
part. Like normally we go, oh, split for sleeves, and then we have a long part to knit. You're the opposite.
Yes, bottom up, right? Not my favorite, but I totally understand why. It's the preferred method for this kind of thing. So when I had about this much knit, I tried it on. And that's like kind of trying on like tape. Like it was just such a small, and I still felt uncomfortable, and I'm totally uncertain. Is this really fitting? But with this giant piece of fabric, I tried it on and it fits.
Oh, good.
So now I'm just joyfully knitting away. But it's interesting because like lots of our colorwork sweaters, they're just up here. So that double fabric is up here, not the whole thing.
Oh, it's not
So this
thick.
is the whole, it's not, but this is only sport weight yarn. So I'm thinking, I'm glad it's not worsted weight or something like that, right? Like the fabric would be so different. But Mary Jane's got a few more vests that are at this exact gauge. So now I have yarn that I could just use for that. Anyway, I'm loving knitting it. All of the yarn I'm using for this is the Sunday Morning Luxe Sport by Sonder Yarn. It's phenomenal. It's woolly. It's got a little bit of a halo. It's got a little bit of cashmere, but it's wool. So I was knitting this linen and then going to this wool, and I was like, oh yeah, this is my jam.
Okay, so all of the colors like are pointing to this color. Like this is your era right now. You're in the rosy browns.
Well,
It's beautiful for you. It's not very different from those rosy pinks.
A little
with the
bit.
hinted brown, like all of that.
I mean, yes, I like them, and I like having different colors in my wardrobe for sure. And this kind of neutrally, I don't know.
It's
I don't
gorgeous.
know. But this was totally intentional. I intentionally picked the brown as the main color. This was all new yarn. I'm very excited about this. So this is my only whip right now. And it's in the almost adorable little Hohi & Co. Cubo, which
Your
these are
whole sweater is in
the
that?
whole sweater. Yeah, look, it holds all these skeins of yarn.
So good.
Put the pattern in here. In my pocket, I've got our little on-the-go Grocery Girls thread and maple. I don't know if you guys have an on-the-go, but they are literally my favorite notion ever. Ever. I could throw away so much stuff if I was allowed to keep
If there's only
this.
one thing, it's an on the go. Really, truly, you guys.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a Swiss Army knife for knitters.
Totally. That's a great comparison.
Because you add more things to it. Like we've zhuzhed it up. Like Tracie's had the
this
idea
one doesn't have the extra stuff
of
in
cutting
it, yeah.
off an end of a tape measure.
Yeah, we've got
widening it up.
100 tape measures, so I always put a
Add
piece
more
in
stitch
there.
markers. Put your stitch fixer and a cable needle in here.
Always.
What else do you need?
I know. So we're so lucky. We were lucky to collaborate with our friends over at Thread and Maple. We have a 2-color. You can only get this one in our shop right now. It's really all these joyful colors. That's where you can find the pink and plummy pink and blue.
Yeah,
fun.
I love that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, amazing vest.
Thank you. And now I'm excited to just work on this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I also knit a Mary Jane Mucklestone pattern.
Jodi.
It's called the Pine Star hat.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I cast on the number of stitches she wanted, and I didn't even look at what she did for the banding. So I didn't do that, but it wasn't because I didn't want to.
Is it called reading the pattern?
It's because I didn't pay attention.
Because I just wasn't going to read. Oh, wow.
So
insane.
it is a worsted weight pattern. Yes, it is a worsted weight pattern. Yeah, she's using Wisconsin woolen spun
Oh, Barrett
worsted
wool.
Barrett wool for the hat.
That leans toward Erin even. It's a beautiful, amazing wool.
Well, now I'm thinking, did I hold? Oh, you know what I did? I held a fingering and 2 fluff. I pulled from the
Okay.
inside and the outside as I knit it.
And you used a speckle
No,
or a solid?
I used a solid. I used Frankie Gray Fibres cinnamon, and I used Pretty in Pink.
Oh, I love it so much. That is, tell me about, so these projects too, we have a knit along going right now for the teachers that are on our cruise coming up in September, and Mary Jane Mucklestone, Laura Lee Beltman, and Vincent Williams. So if you guys want to knit along with us, pop into the Ravelry group. Jodi.
This was a joy to knit.
She's phenomenal.
She's phenomenal. The increases were, or the decreases were just beautiful. This hat fits perfectly. I had so much fun knitting this, you guys,
Wow.
and I love this color combination. This because this brown, this cinnamon color is very pink, right? It's very reddish or pink undertones in it.
Yeah. Does
So,
it?
Well, I'm thinking,
It looks
right?
great with pink.
So I thought it would be really pretty together.
That is such a fun, fresh color combination.
sample for our booth.
Fresh.
It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's pretty spectacular.
Well, I totally agree with you. And sometimes we get in a rut where we only pick neutral color. And I feel like hats, mitts, socks, even if you're someone that loves to live in neutrals, these are the things you can go out on a limb, try something bright.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not right. Like just dip your toe into sort of the bright,
Yeah. So
the
it's
land of the neons.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the same color samples, and I really love this. I have something to show you. I discovered this as I was knitting it, and I can't unsee it now. So here I'm going to outline the head of a teddy bear,
And I see the nose.
the nose here,
Yeah.
and then the ears are in pink.
Yeah, totally.
So now I can't, like, it's a
And
teddy
he's
bear.
upside down up here.
Yeah.
You have to show Mary Jane.
Right?
Yeah,
It's a
I see
teddy bear
it.
right here.
I see it. And
Just-
snowflakes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Isn't that
this
funny?
was such a joy to knit.
I love Colorwork so
Anyway,
much.
yes, thank you. It's so good.
Somebody said Laura Lee Beltman is fab. I know. She is. We're just beyond excited for
Mm-hmm.
the trip. So that's really fun.
Do you have any more knitting?
Do I have any more knitting? I do not.
Okay.
I only have yarn that
Me
I
neither.
that
I just have
ordered.
sample knitting to show when we get to that portion.
Well, I feel like well, what do you want to do?
Okay, the only other thing, we're going to talk about these patterns. The only other thing I wanted to show, because when I discovered these, I showed it years ago, and now Pacific Knit Co., this is her full-time job. She's leaning in 100%, and
Was it just last year? Like it was at Flock.
she had a beautiful booth.
There
at
was
Flock.
a booth with a yarn dyer and she does like a special deck for Flock. You're going to be able to go and get a mini deck for Flock.
There's
There's
Rhinebeck,
half decks
which are these.
and full decks and specialty ones. Like these are so much fun. And yeah, speaking of Colorwork and how much fun it is, these decks are phenomenal and the best. They're mix and match.
Like this Rhinebeck one, you guys. I'm just going to show you.
So in this deck, you get there's instructions, there's a whole bunch of motifs, 2 cowl patterns, and 51 colorwork charts. So how many, all
These
the math
are
people?
all Colorwork charts that you can plug and play into your knitting. How amazing is that? This
I
is
would
the
like
Rhinebeck.
the Rhinebeck one for
Well, this is it,
myself.
so I'll leave it with you.
Only
Look
because
at
it's so fall.
sweater, socks, sheep, yarn balls. Are you wheat?
I have the basic deck, but there is the like ocean deck, the farm deck, the garden deck, Arctic. There's a cute little bear. Speaking of bears, right there.
Yeah. Whoops. Baking.
Yeah, I think that's beyond adorable. I love that.
Tracie
baking
got
one.
them all.
So these are in our shop at Grocery Girls Knit right now. And Jamie has a book coming out this fall. So
Look at
Jamie
this.
Lomax is Pacific Knit
Look
Co.
at the bee. I'm going to be designing a hat with this stuff in it.
And I just think these are brilliant. These are stitch dictionaries that you can literally fit in your project bag instead of a big book that you would have to flip through. You could also just, take the card you're using and pop it in your bag. It really is fun. You can mix and match. You can make, literally the dream perfect mittens or hat or cowl for people in your life or yourself. I do think it's completely brilliant. So we were thrilled when we received these.
See, this is an example of a cowl using her farm deck. And these cowl patterns are for purchase, and you don't have to buy the cowl decks. And Jamie has a ton of them. So it's pretty brilliant.
It is awesome.
It's pretty brilliant what she's done.
Now, the book, I believe, is going to have patterns. The book that's coming out. I actually haven't seen it. I don't know 100% what it is, but we will also be stocking the book when that comes up for sale. That's soon. That is soon. So I know it's going to be coming to our supplier because I asked her.
Look at the jungle one. Flamingo.
Like, look what you can do with a little bit. And I mean, the ultimate scrappy projects. So when you're at Flock this weekend, people, there is going to be a booth. I believe they're back. This yarn company.
I wish I had one of these done for sample for the show. Our booth is going to be filled with 50-gram mini sets and 20-gram mini sets, which are perfect.
Well, when people say, "What do you do with this?" That's a great suggestion. If people love colorwork, anybody that loves stripes, anything like that. There's so many multicolor shawls.
Farm doodle.
Yeah, I think honestly, I could knit something out of any of these. I just think I do think there's something to collect. So these little specialty ones are the half decks. And there's all the seasons, like winter, spring, summer, and then this basic one are full decks. So these ones have 24 colorwork cards. These ones have 51, so a little bit more than double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the Seattle one, you guys, for example,
Yes.
for Flock last year. This was the one for Flock. It has the tower, it's got the mountains, it's got the whales.
This one, the spring one, for those of us that loves floral motifs, I love the bees. That's really gorgeous. Super fabulous.
Anyway.
I think the Arctic one was another one that I think would just be great. We live somewhere really cold. It would just be, I just think to myself, colorwork mittens.
Glossier lip chapstick, you guys.
Oh, yes. Okay, did you try the Fenty body butter that I got you for your birthday? Tell me about it, because I might get some if
Tracie
it's good.
got me one jar. It's not one of those ones that's going to sit in my cupboard. It's on the counter, and I've used it every time I got out of the shower.
Okay, good. And
it's got
shimmer.
a bit of a shimmer, not sparkle, just that kind of just
like
that
iridescent
shimmer. But the scent.
Okay, good. Because it comes not normal, shimmer and non.
Shimmer all day.
You got the last shimmer, and when I was there, I use that Laneige lip mask every night, and I don't get out enough people, and I see that now they have a lip glowy balm,
and
so this is in my purse all the time.
Okay,
really
good.
Nice. They've got a scent called Gummy Bear. I'm trying to think, is it this or Fenty? But it's like grape. It smells amazing. But yeah, super moisturizing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my lips are like old lady, like wrinkled lips. So
if you could get one thing done right now, we're going off track, people. Hold
eyelids.
on.
Look at my eyelids.
If you could get one thing done.
Yeah, no, my eyes are there. Wait, there they are. Eyelids, and you don't get put out. Like I might end up getting my eyelids. They just cut some out.
Why not? Go on a Friday, get it done.
You could just like.
And you say that, Jodi, and I don't even notice. So it's just we're hard. You're sort of picky about yourself.
So I have hooded eyes. So then when you start to age, that gets very exaggerated,
Eyelids
right?
by an eye surgeon, Marla says.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Don't
won't
go to
let
the
Tracie
dentist.
do it.
Don't go to the dentist. Jodi's the ultimate DIYer. She thinks she can do everything.
Upper lip, I would like a touch of lip and my
Want more lip?
eyelids. Yeah.
I have all these lines. Never smoked at all in my life, but I have the lines.
Straws.
I don't necessarily. Sure, I'll put a bit there, but like I feel like it may be genetic or whatever too.
Do you drink a lot with straws?
Yeah, but not like you would not compared to how much you would do cigarettes, not nearly.
Right.
So I don't know. Anyway, of course I would like a little bit of lip. I would like in here done.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to your regular scheduled program.
I would just do first eyelids. Something bletharoplasty or something. I don't know what they're called. Believe me.
Right. Vaginal rejuvenation.
I do this over my vag first. And then I do that. Yeah, that too.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a few patterns. So these are samples. I had the most amazing women
Wow.
knit for me for the show. They got this. I
should just get knitting.
do it. I'm always like, you have 5 minutes to do a sample for me. Can you do it? Right? And get
It's
it back.
Thursday.
Can I mail it?
Can you be done and put it in the mail Monday?
Right. Everybody was so gracious. I had it all out before I left to Ontario.
Star said her mom's lids are affecting her vision. I mean, if it's that.
Should I say I can't see? Would I get it for free?
Jodi.
I'll go in like this. Like I
I
can't quite see where I'm going.
You're so funny.
Okay, this is
Awesome.
this is Amanda's Magpie Darling shawl.
Oh, I love it.
And it is knit with our lollipop yarn in fingering, held with a fluff, and then held with the Mega Bling, the multicolored Mega Bling.
Amanda and her Magpie Darling stuff. How much do you
This
love
shawl
them?
is a really good size, you guys. I would say it would be medium.
I should make one for Mom.
This is a good size for Mom.
Mom, forget that you heard that.
It's a really good size because it's small. Like it's medium to, it's definitely not large.
Medium-ish, right?
Medium-ish, right?
It's just big enough. Like there's not a lot of extra fabric. I feel like this is the perfect size.
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway.
Easy
for me.
to wear.
And what a gorgeous color. Like you put that color on, Jodi, and your face just popped.
How about a blue one? How about a
it?
sky high one? Look at this. Same setup
Oh my God.
in sky high.
That's sky high?
That's sky high. That's like my sweater.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful blue. Ooh,
look
oh
how-
my God, I love it.
Right?
Okay, give me the orange one. Give me the chick flick. Or
okay.
what was this? Lollipop?
Lollipop. This is, oh, she's so good. My sample knitters are so good. This is done by Jory. Jory lives here in Edmonton, like in Sherwood Park.
How great is that? Done. I'm totally
See?
making one of these.
Right?
Yeah. This
How
is fabulous.
easy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of yarn, but big bang for your buck.
Oh my God, the sparkle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so those are 2 samples.
That's what I'm doing with my electric watermelon.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. This is a Parkview hat. And this is a mini set that will be in our shop. This is knit by Darlene, who lives just outside of Edmonton.
Go, Darlene.
Yeah.
Love the color palette.
Fun. This is one of those, okay, you guys, I'm obsessed.
Ooh.
You know the AOP?
Yep. I do.
AOP designs.
I do.
I could bring up the pattern, but this is AOP designs.
Is everything going to be labeled with patterns so that people don't have, like, because everybody's going to just take pictures?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But this is another color palette that we did for the show.
So is that Smoke Show?
Yes.
Smoke Show's so interesting because it's sometimes gray, sometimes like a smoky
Purple.
mauvey.
Yeah. It's very purple dye
Well,
that you use, but just happens
that's
to
so
lean very gray.
interesting.
But this is like got lemony lime. Oh no, that might be our neon. No, I think that's lemony limey. And then it's got an orange and then sky high. This is sky high. I copied her. I used the inspiration that she did for a sample.
Sky high too. Like, look at it with that. It
I
looks so
know.
pale, but in the shawl, it's totally blue. Like, it's
So,
interesting when you put
so
stuff together.
Look at this.
Ah, oh my God.
Um,
I love
it's
floral.
using the same. This is also by Jory. It's Wild Rose Cowl. It's the sport weight version, but we use DK. Same. We
Yeah.
use 4.5 millimeter needles and 5. So we just did a touch of an adjustment, but use the stitch count for sport so people can just follow the pattern just like that.
And cowls are the perfect place to substitute yarns and not worry about a fit.
We substituted
It's
the
not
yarn.
like a hat where
Yeah.
it's going to look weird because it's too small or too big. A cowl, if it's an inch or two bigger, it's, oh my God, you guys, this in person with the sparkles.
But we just went up a needle, I think. I said to her, we're going up a yarn, so let's go
Right.
up a needle size.
Right.
Same stitch count.
Right.
Because it's a really good size still.
It looks out of this world amazing. Thank you for knitting my pattern.
But you guys,
I love this pattern.
in the black, we're holding the rainbow mega bling. We're not holding the mega bling in the pink, but look.
Oh, it's insane. You guys, sequins in person, the picture on the screen and the video, they're
Good.
nothing compared to in person.
Jory was an amazingly
I
fast
feel like
knitter.
a lot of people are like, I'm not a sequin person. I'm not a sequin person.
Yeah, you are.
You need one ball. You need one
Just
project. And maybe you're not. But you're really not getting the full idea of what it looks like until you see the ball in person.
Yeah.
Knit a hat. If you don't like it, give it away. But give it a try. Get a ball of something from the Bling Bar at the Crafty Jackalope.
We've had young women come up to us, young 20-year-olds, and say, I didn't know I needed sparkle in my life.
Every time I wear my yellow lento that's rainbow sequins, people say, they say that. They go, well, I thought I liked it, but you see it in person, it's a whole nother ball game. Like, it's just off the charts amazing.
Okay, so this is another AOP design.
I'm familiar with that. That's beautiful.
Isn't that good?
Yes, so good.
We just wanted some samples for our mini sets because we're going to have we have a ridiculous amount of mini sets. So, because we think they're so versatile.
They are like a box of crayons. They're
And it's
yarn
joy.
crayons.
Right. So they're so inspiring where you see them and you think, I maybe wouldn't have done those colors together, but I want to add them.
Endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities.
Endless.
So this is another one of her designs. AOP, she's incredible. A.OP Designs.
Now seeing that cowl, Jodi, with the sparkles in the main color,
Maybe you,
I want a raglan sweater. I was going to say maybe it can be drop shoulder, but no, I just think the sweatshirty style.
in the black with multi.
I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do with my cinnamon.
Oh yeah, you
Maybe.
are. Oh,
Right?
I have with the pink speckle.
So I'll look for, and maybe you've inspired me with the chick flick here. I don't know, Jodi, but now I would like a sweater that's like that, where you've got some that's sequined and some that's not.
Right.
Like similar to this, but
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stripes are by themselves.
Yeah.
I need to just,
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got shit to cast on.
This is the slipped rib hat, and it's a pattern design of mine, and it was knit in soft aqua.
It's awesome.
Color on color. It is mosaic. You're holding, actually this one's neat because you're holding the fuzz double, and then you're holding the fingering double. So you're slipping, you're not holding it together with the fingering, you're holding the fuzz as one and you're slipping.
So there is a main color and a contrast
There's
color.
and the contrast color is fuzz held together. The main color is either, you could probably get
So
away
you
with-
could choose like an alternate color and get a different look, but this is
Actually-
the monochromatic version. I
Yes,
love
because
it.
in the sample, it's
love them
two
both.
colors, one's pink and one's gray. But I thought the monochromatic would be a nice,
I love them both.
yeah. That's a fun one.
Jodi, I knit that hat. I love
Okay,
that
so
hat.
this one is called the Higgins Lake hat. And it's just,
Oh, yes.
it's mosaic knitting. You're only holding one color at a time. It's Barbie Girl or Hibiscus. I think it's
No.
Barbie Girl. Barbie Girl and Big Apple. But with the Big Apple, we held red sparkle. Not with the pink, just the red.
Insanity.
Is that not amazing?
Yes.
I just think this hat's amazing.
So good. You're so
Okay,
right.
so now we have a couple. Oh, this is spectacular. Wait till you see it.
How much inspiration. Ah, that's my...
But look, Tracy, it's got sparkle in the motif.
I actually want to re-knit a version of
Look.
that because I love that pattern. This is a Colorwork frost toque.
Yeah,
it's
frost
called.
toque, and it's knit in DK.
Yeah, it's a DK weight pattern, which I love. It's got a folded brim, but of course that's optional. You can do whatever you like for your brim. Maybe you're not a folded brim person.
So with the color work, we had DK held with the Mega Bling.
Yeah, spectacular. A gorgeous neutral. Is that parchment?
Yep.
Oh, like 10 out of 10.
I know.
All of your samples, Jodi. All of your hats you've just shown.
It took me all day to pull yarn, get patterns together.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
All day.
I can imagine.
But-
and you did a great job of showcasing super brights for
Yeah.
lots of people and also a little bit more neutral.
This is a snippet of what I've gotten back.
So, like, when people come to the Bling Bar, they can fall in love with a ball of sequins
Yeah.
and come to your, like,
Yeah.
it's all in the same booth, Frankie Gray DK, get your matching DK.
So we thought instead of putting kits together for you packaged,
Yeah.
we'd have a ton of samples and help you put your kit together.
I think so,
your
too.
color and your size, right?
I think so, too. I could literally work in your booth all weekend.
Yeah, you
I
could.
love helping people pick yarn.
Yeah.
Tracy, but you have such good help that people are gonna...
I think we're gonna be there more than we think. These are called the beach.
I think so too.
The beach party socks. And this is
I
a
love
sample.
that
This is my DK sock pattern. It's just got a little bit of texture through one of the top stripes. This is knit in Midnight and Kate's Green, and this is a sample. I think this was Darlene again.
Midnight? Indigo?
No, I think it's Midnight. Oh, it could be Indigo.
Midnight's a navy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Kate's green. Like, this is such a fresh color combo, which I love.
Oh,
I
you love
that.
it?
Yeah, I love it.
So that's Kate's
and that
Green.
pattern is awesome.
And then Fiona.
Perfect for the 50s,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Our friend Fiona from Montana
Yes!
knit this sample.
She did.
This is the same sock, but we wanted people to be able to see you can grab a mini set and a main color, or you might have a main color at home, and this is what a mini set can do.
Fantastic. And you guys, DK socks fly off your needles. Shorty DK socks, like you practically just have to think about casting on and you're done.
Yeah. So how fun is that? It's got a little rolled.
Yes, I love a rolled hem.
So that's so cute.
That thing that I cast on and ripped out, I did a rolled hem for myself.
you?
Yes, I was really loving it. I'm just going to pick a new pattern at a different gauge because
Okay.
I loved the colors.
Okay.
My contrast was electric watermelon.
You'll find something. It'll find a home.
It was just more about cranking out a pattern, another new thing for Knit City.
Do you guys know?
What time? What?
We have
how
lots of time.
We have a whole week. I could maybe do a ranunculus, except it's going to be
Yes,
pretty
you
warm out.
could.
I know. I'd really have it in my, like, a fire in me to cast on something new, like a quickie.
Do it today. What's the
Well,
matter?
I might later.
Okay, so I'm also knitting. It'll be a written pattern sometime, but I just cast
I
on
love that.
with blush.
You're not bringing that to the show,
I'm not
right?
bringing it to mohair, but we've got a few extra minutes, so I just thought I'd show you a
Oh
sneak
no, we
peek.
have 40 minutes.
Yeah, but
We've
I've got
tons. I love that pattern, Jodi. I can't wait to knit that when you're
little
done with it.
faux, no cable needles needed. It's not faux. It's a 1/1,
twist.
right? Do they call it a twist?
Well, you can knit it without. You just knit your stitches out of order. You don't have to take them off your right? Like you don't have to move them off the needle back and forth. Which is great. So it's a quick way to make this little, it is a 1x1 cable. Lots of times it's called a twist, but
And I love doing
Jodi
it.
is so gorgeous.
I love doing it where like this is a single knit between pearls to have it run in the ribbing here. So this is 2. So it was 2 knit 2 purl 1 knit 1 purl 1, right, as my ribbing.
So pretty.
So it
Jo.
mimics it.
That's gorgeous. I can see why you don't have time to knit that right now, but soon you will.
Soon I
Amanda
will.
also said she's going to be in the booth helping people pick colors. Of course.
Bye,
The pro.
Amanda. I have to have I owe you a phone call. I'm going to have her phone call. And also, everything was in this bag. This bag.
Oh, I didn't bring my bag. I'll bring it next time.
This might be one of my favorite bags.
It's very rare for you to say that you want a bag.
Did you hear me say that on the
Yes,
cruise?
Jodi.
I've looked.
I pounced on it right away and said to Hohi, is there any way you can make a chocolate brown? Jodi said she wanted one just like yours, same color as yours. Is there any way we can make that happen before her birthday? And of course she said,
Well, I've
we'll
been
do
looking.
our best.
This was not in the shop. There was nothing of me to buy.
I
So
know.
it is. And the reason why I fell in love with it, because I saw it in action and I saw how much Hohi could put in it and how beautiful and relaxed the bag was.
It's
to
such a
use.
great bag. This is the Santa Cruz tote. Yeah, tell us about it.
You tell us about it. You know more than me.
Okay, it is the Santa Cruz tote. It is a beautiful, large tote bag. It's sort of unstructured where it's a little floppy, but soft, and it fits a bunch of stuff. Like you can keep yourself very organized. You can have like pouches and stuff inside.
Magnet closure.
It's a beautiful, beautiful bag. And the leather is incredible.
It's not going to stand up.
No.
Um,
It's not that kind of tote bag. But
It's so.
you have to tell us how much you
good.
love it.
It is so. I'm the kind of girl that just loves a really unstructured bag most of the time.
Right.
So to be able to just to throw your keys in here, throw
And
your
it's
knitting,
light. It's large, but to me it feels light for the size that it is.
You can throw a few groceries in here without having to get an extra bag.
I love the little detail. It's
Did they have
it's
to make one?
understated. I love it so much.
A big inside pocket. Did they have to make one?
I don't know what her plans were. I love that it's got these exposed seams. So it's got a different color in the stitching. I think it's
guys,
out
it's
of this
so
world
good.
amazing. So Hohi and Co.
It's spectacular.
It is spectacular.
Their leather is so soft.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it. Love it. love
Good.
it.
Because it's very rare for you to say that you want a bag.
I know, because I'm not really. I love a bag, but I don't buy a lot of them.
No, that one is a great.
Okay.
It's like a forever bag
It's a forever bag.
because of just how
Yeah.
beautiful the leather is and how. Okay, I can show you some things that I got in the mail
Good.
because I don't know what my deal was, but apparently I had to get more yarn.
Okay, this one, Tracie, you might actually really like. It's the Dusty Land scarf, and it's got some patterning.
Oh, Dustland. Yes, he's got the sweat. Like she's wearing the Dustland sweater in there.
This is another one of those small scarves. Scarves, we're calling them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's a thing. It's a trend that I'm so all over.
Okay.
And now I'm all about the whole stitch holder thingies. My
Everybody
stitch
is.
stopper.
Everybody is.
Yeah. You need them. I need them now. That's one of my must-haves.
I meant to leave you a donut.
I know. I have to pick some. I have
Yeah.
to come shopping in our shop.
There's not a lot. I don't think there's donuts left.
Listen, there's so many cute things. It's Fox and Pine stitches, I think is where
You
we're
have
getting
new ones
them from.
coming this week.
Yeah. And we ordered some for Halloween.
People
And
love
we will
Halloween.
have some for the winter and the holidays in the winter
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So let me start. Jodi, for my birthday. This is the best.
You know what I didn't bring? The socks.
I did.
No, my socks that you did
Oh,
me.
right. Okay.
No, we showed them last time.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But yes, right. Jodi, if you guys remember, last time Jodi was sharing these Woolens and Nosh socks, and I was just saying, oh my gosh, look at that gradient, look at that color. Like, how much do we love that? These were one of my birthday presents.
They were for her.
I mean, this color is Woolens and Nosh. I read banned books. Not only do I love the colors, I love the sentiment. I am totally going to read banned books. Of course, I've already read all those.
Should we talk about politics?
Let's just
and religion.
Put a pin in that one.
We'll see if we've got time at the end.
So, I mean, not only that, but she gave me 2 pairs of socks for my birthday. And I just said to her, oh my gosh. I said, look at that fabulous super hot pink. And I love these. And that speckle is insane. Like, look how cute the little Colorwork band is. Oh, I said to her, I could not love these anymore. I said, what's the speckle? And she goes, oh, it's Confetti Popper, 55 and happy to be alive. It was my birthday yarn.
It's her birthday color yarn.
It's insane.
We'll
Another gorgeous, like navy blue and hot pink and
just fun.
So many speckles. You guys, this would make such a great anything. How spoiled am I? So I can't wait to wear those awesome shorties and knit something up. And I got the matching contrast colors too. So I have a skein of the electric watermelon, and this is
indigo.
Oh yeah, that other one was probably midnight. Hey, it was different.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay, so indigo is brighter.
They're both blues, but that's really
this is brighter
color. Yeah,
for sure. So very, very spoiled. And Jodi just, I love it. I love yarn gifts. I'm such a Frankie Gray Fibres fan.
Stan, the kids say nowadays.
What?
When you're a stan, it means you're a big, huge fan.
Okay,
Lover
well,
of it.
I'm in that category, and I've always told her, you know, it's not just because you're my sister. I said, I love what you guys do. I love your colors. The end. Jodi dyed this up and wasn't sure if I would like it, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
I wasn't sure if it was a wearable one that you'd wear. I think yes. Yeah. Ultimately. Yeah. So instead, I knit a vest in it.
Oh, no, it's awesome. Anyway, I got 2 skeins of fingering and mohair and electric watermelon. So
I can get you more.
So stay tuned for something amazing in that. But I got an entire sweater quantity, oh my God, of cinnamon. It's so beautiful.
It's your era right now.
It's so beautiful. Era. So Jodi's hat, like, look, it really is kind of like a thing that's going on, and it looks so good with pinks, which also I love, right? So Jodi, this is going to be something amazing. I'm so spoiled, completely spoiled, and I love it so much. Thank you.
I've never had a delay in a gift so long, because I was dyeing yarn and then it was like, oh my God,
it's
it was
kind
just
of
weird.
I thought it was fun though. Do you know what I mean?
Wait for it. It better
one
be
of
good.
these days it'll, and
it better be
you
good.
know, I say whatever. I don't need anything. So yeah, I have yarn that came, and Melissa of Sonder Yarn just released Fleece and Flax. So it's her wool blend of, this one's 75% BFL, Blue Face Leicester, and 25% linen. So you get this really cool heathering, because the linen is a totally different fiber, obviously doesn't dye differently. You get a little bit of a halo with the, anyway, I thought, well, yes, I need to try that. And I was looking at so many colors, and ultimately I picked a dirty pink, which is dirty pink and black. I feel like that's a good go-to for me. I really love it. I feel like it, I feel good in that color. I feel good in lots of colors, but I just felt like that in the mood, right?
This is a spectacularly soft base. Sometimes
it's really nice.
When you talk about linen, you know, if you've knit with something with the majority of linen, you know that it's got that stiffness Tracie talked about.
Yeah.
This you don't feel at all.
I feel like wool lovers you're going to love this. You are going to 100%. If you love knitting with wool, this is also going to be fantastic. It also hasn't even been knit or washed yet, right? So do I feel does it feel different? Like, yes, it feels slightly different, but not.
But you wouldn't close your eyes and say, "Oh, that's linen." That's a
No.
soft skein of yarn.
And I love a wool blend. So this is Sleeping Beauty and this is Crossword. And Crossword is a really good way to show off the fiber, I think, because it's such a color contrast. Like the linen bits are whitish, right? Like you're getting quite a heathered yarn.
It's so,
I love
and that's
it.
what's so beautiful and unique about this
Yeah.
is how it marls. Because if you put a crossword of Melissa's next to it, it's very dark.
Yeah.
But this fleck of linen that causes it to look marled and lighter, it's so beautiful.
Right.
So beautiful.
Somebody said, is your birthday yarn color, my birthday yarn color, going to be on DK?
It is. Why is Dr. Shaquille calling me? Yes, of course.
Okay, good.
We have it at the show. Our shop is now closed because I don't want to have to delay anyone's order if they order it right now.
Right.
But as soon as we get back and do inventory the following week,
right,
it'll be open and I'll have the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ordered again. I must have been in like a zone. Mayak also came out with a linen blend. So Mayak has beautiful yak based yarns, and this one is a blend of their yak. 50%.
Oh, beautiful.
50% Tibetan cloud, which is their wool, 35% baby yak, and 15% Italian linen. So you can see that little bit of the flex of the linen.
It's all about linen today.
But whoa, with the wool and yak
oh, yeah.
base.
Wow.
So
Beautiful.
yak is, a very luxurious, soft fiber. And they're experts at blending that kind of stuff. So I thought,
Baby got yak.
Baby got yak. And they have some fun colors. Anyway, I bought a sweater amount or a t-shirt amount of this
dark.
This color is graphite. It's kind of
Beautiful.
like a dark gray.
Yeah, I love that.
And then a couple of just colors. I don't know what I'm doing. This is Pink Cosmos, and this is Anemone Pink. I actually thought it would look really cool in Colorwork to have like a lower contrast, kind of, right? Like to
love
fade the colors. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm so excited to be at Knit City and to shop all these different yarns and fibers.
Yeah.
'Cause often we get into we seem to be knitting what we love, and sometimes that's in the same lane.
Yeah.
So to be able to get to a show and see all these different fibers
Totally.
and brands and things, it'll be fun.
And someone that always has so many bases, and I feel like you should take your time in their booth, is Ancient Arts.
Yes.
Because, talking about different blends and yarns and things like that aren't always, maybe everywhere, I think that's a great stop. I'm sure there's lots of them. I can't wait to see our friends Bustani Crafts baskets. Totally buying a basket.
Is Joy and Lois going to be there?
I believe it is Lois. I think Joy I was chatting with, and I don't know if she's able to be there. But yes, so someone's going to be there. Lots of, familiar faces and new faces. And
love that.
I'm just thrilled that Amanda and Fiona have brought their Knit City so close to our home.
I have a sweater. It's fluff and fluff held double. So it's whether you're using alpaca or mohair. It's a fingering weight, but it's 18 stitches because it's knit at like a 6 millimeter, you guys.
So she's held 2 strands of like mohair together as a.
Yes.
That's cool.
As the whole sweater.
Wow.
But look how gorgeous that is. That would just be so airy. Like Hohi's one that we knit, right?
Yeah.
Just so airy and beautiful to wear.
And I thought that fabric would be way too hot.
It's so light.
And I'm menopausal. So
Yeah.
some things are too hot. But that I did not, like when it's on a bigger needle and it's room between the stitches, but the mohair kind of fills it in. I don't find that too hot to wear. I actually love it. Do you need any of my sweaters?
Yeah, maybe.
I should wash some this weekend for you.
This is another AOP Designs.
That's so pretty.
BJ, maybe just tag her. There's been so many things we talked about, or it's up to you, but this is a brand new one. It's called the Corner Hat. But I love the motif. You know what she's really amazing at doing? Color selection. The colors
and
that
being
she-
so bold with brights and contrast.
like
I think hats are perfect for that.
look at her designs. Like look
I know.
at this. you
I
guys.
follow them on Instagram, and it's just a joy to see their posts because they're super
Like, look at
colorful.
that.
I know. So fun, right? I think a dark color and, some mid-tones and a pop are such a good combination.
So inspired by her. Okay, so let me show you something else that I favorited. Okay, that was that. Oh, okay. So this Vest 01, and it's by Daisy and Peace. It's an Aran. It's 17 stitches with, which I think
That's a great
is
gauge.
a great gauge for either DK or a fingering held with a fuzz. Right?
Oh, yeah.
This is not as easy to see. She shouldn't, maybe for her photo, she should have picked a darker top. But it's a cute little vest.
I love that.
When I was looking for vests to knit, I thought this is a really beautiful staple to knit a fun pop of color, because I have so much white t-shirts and dark leggings or jeans that how cute would that be?
I love that. And knit it in your favorite color.
Yeah,
And it would be such a good thing to knit a few of, like a bright one and maybe a neutral one and one
Okay.
with sequins.
Here we go. This is what I mean by it. A pop of color.
That's so great.
And layering for the seasons, right? Like, look how cute her pattern, her vest is.
And I feel like I relate to that lady, like a very neutral kind of wardrobe.
That's my
but
wardrobe.
I bring color in with things like my sweaters and
Yes.
knits and stuff like that. That's why I like a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
right? Some brights, some neutrals. But I'm feeling the sequins. I'm feeling the sequins
Yeah,
these days.
okay.
I need more sequins in my
Okay.
life. I didn't mention this last time, but we sort of started off our video today talking about that quilt vibe, but done in a knit. And recently, Laura Penrose came out with her Stella quilt pattern. And this is a modular knit, multicolor.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. She's also got a pillow, a cushion. The pattern, I believe, has... So there's an expansion pack. I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean? It means, oh, yes. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. She's put a ton of stuff into here. So the regular quilt shows you that star motif. If you get the expansion pack, it's the same pattern, but she's telling you how to knit it in to make all of these motifs. So it's the same little triangles, just like a quilter would piece them differently. You can get chevrons and different kinds of motifs. I actually think this is amazing. And if you buy the quilt and the pillow, I think there's some kind of a, you get the expansion pack for free.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I've always wanted to be a quilt knitter. I just haven't. Like a blanket knitter. There's some people that only make blankets.
They seem so big.
But she's got video tutorials. She's got a YouTube channel. I think she's an awesome designer. She's had some beautiful, beautiful sweaters, and I test knit one, and
Yeah.
I do think her patterns are amazing. I also love her hot water bottle, the Maxine hot water bottle. Just a little colorwork thing. Anyway, I'm loving that quilt vibe. Is it a trend? Is this something we're going to see more of? Like,
I'm loving that trend.
like, what
right
about
now.
a circular yoke kind of vibe? Like, for those of us that love
Yes.
that.
Love that. Okay, Lamb and Kid. I thought this cowl was really beautiful.
Oh, it's so cute.
If anyone has
So
those
cute.
treasured skeins of either variegated or spin cycle or hand spun, held with a solid color. So this is a free pattern. It is
Wow.
by the Lamb and Kid. It's hand in hand cowl. It's number 2, and it's knit with their.
What does that mean, number 2?
There's also a number 1. I think it's a fingering weight, but this one is a sport weight. This is to be done with their spin cycle color. They
Oh,
did.
yeah.
So that one special skein that
Okay.
you have.
I have some of.
So
I have some spin cycle that
Yes,
I'm always
we do.
looking for
so
things
that
to do
and
with it.
another one. Here's a green one. It's just really pretty.
Who doesn't love, like, one of those, I mean, an everyday, that's a great gift pattern. I love what's the right thing to say about that? What?
That bee was carrying a dog. It was so big.
I just think Lamb and Kid are so great at doing those patterns that are so appealing to all of us, right? Like it's simple, but we all want that. Anyway, that's so cool. Lamb and Kid will be at Flock.
It's National Cat Day.
Baloney.
I swear I heard it in the car on the way over. It's National Cat Day.
It's National Cat Day every day for you.
True, but let's look at this.
I stopped sending you videos of cats because that's
it.
all I get in my feed now. I have to start. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
In celebration of National Cat Day, let's dress up our cats and have a photo shoot.
Oh my gosh. Did I just see Shelby in the book club? Hello, friend.
You know how many times I got this sent to me?
That's insane. How do they do that? What
AI.
That's weird.
No, that's my cat.
Okay,
knitting me a
the
sweater.
purple cat is really cute.
It's knitting me a sweater.
That's really cute. I do love animal videos.
Okay, did you see this? Amy of La Bien-Aimée.
Oh, yes, I have.
This is a soon-to-be pattern.
Crochet
Shawl.
And speaking of someone that's so good at color combinations.
It's Amy.
And color inspiration.
Look at that.
And there's always a pink and yellowy gold in there. Like,
You guys, I want to sample knit that for her. Oh, look at this.
Shelby, it's so nice to see you.
This is micro crochet, you guys. Those are micro crochet things.
That's the stuff we buy.
Yes.
Because my eyeballs can't handle that.
Oh. Okay.
I've seen some of that micro crochet, and it looks...
Do you want to see Tim Daly's sweater? Just kidding. Tom. He knit an Intarsia sweater. He's a very good knitter.
Oh, he's phenomenal. And actually, I saw his yarn at Michael's. It's nice. It's an acrylic cotton blend. It's really nice. And the colors, I think it was acrylic cotton. Anyway, the colors were gorgeous.
Jess, there's a conversation in the Making magazine with Jess of La Mercerie.
I actually think there's a video. I should be more up on things.
Yeah.
I do think, because I mean, the audio podcast I've always listened to for making, but I think...
So that would,
am I wrong? Does it say video there?
There is. To know Jess is to love Jess. Yeah, and hit play. Don't forget to subscribe. It is a video.
On YouTube. Okay, I'm going to do that.
There's a video on YouTube. She is so sweet, you guys. Oh, Channel 4 launching inspired by Tom Daly and Ryan Gosling's shared hobby.
How is it that I've never heard Ryan Gosling as a knitter before?
The Game of Wool, set to launch through More4, might be a streaming service, will see 10 contestants take on a series of complex knitting challenges in a bid to become the UK's first TV knitting champion.
Listen, in no way do I think I could ever be a champion of knitting, but I want to play. Or judge, or be the yarn holder. I don't know. I just think that would be... I love...
Are you serious?
Love when, some kind of making art becomes in the mainstream popular. Do you know what I mean? It's a big deal. To me, to us makers. Like, we just go crazy for it. Like,
That's
just the
so
fact that he
incredible.
was knitting and crocheting at the last Olympics, people went nuts. And it's still
amazing.
It makes me just warm and fuzzy inside to see that.
So this is Macy Mill. She's in France. This caught my eye. It's a beautiful,
That's so gorgeous.
fuzz sweater, but she's done a little bit of a bind off.
And it looks like it's like a different fiber, like that's fuzzy.
It's a non-fuzzy fiber. It's just spectacular.
Isn't that amazing? Where I think that's sort of what I love, when something's maybe simple with one little detail.
Oh, how about this?
As I knit an entire colorwork garment.
Like just a simple t-shirt.
Color blocking.
Where they've just color blocked. Wow. Marl for that one, 2-inch band, just similar to this, or 1.5-inch band. They've marled as the transition. I don't
Oh, yeah,
know.
I love that.
That's spectacular.
That is awesome.
That is called the Rita blouse. Rita blouse. It's very pretty.
Wow.
Do you guys follow hashtags?
I do follow hashtags. Lots of times. Yes, lots of times if it's a pattern that I want to make, but I'm not sure what color and stuff to
Love
do.
that. Is there a crocheter on Big... Oh, there's a crocheter on Big Brother. Oh, God. Can you imagine how many projects you'd finish
Right.
being on Big Brother?
What were we watching? And my husband said, "Oh my gosh, there's a knitter." I was like, "Back it up."
Stop.
I mean, I bring my knitting everywhere.
Yeah.
When we went for your birthday dinner, of course I'm knitting this, right? Like, especially stockinette stuff. I knit this in a movie.
Yeah.
Went great. Like, that's part of the reason I love stockinette, whether it's stripy or not. Like, it's just, you can take it anywhere and work on it, and it's not complicated.
Okay, I have one picture I can show you guys.
Your business partner doesn't want you to share.
No, it's from the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, just to give you an idea of the size. Oh my gosh, Jodi.
That's not even... Oh, yeah. This is the back. So you can't really see anything, but...
It's phenomenal.
The only thing we're worried about now is getting it there because it's so big. Like, it's
Have
like...
you been to see what this van is?
No.
Why don't you go do that?
Yeah. Oh, this was something else, you guys, that someone did. This is an I'm part of the Stitch Fiddle, which is an website that you can make your own charts.
Oh,
knitting
yes,
and
yes,
crochet
yes,
charts.
yes, yes,
But on Facebook, this is Kaimani Faith Jones, and she took a photograph of Chadwick Boseman and did a blanket.
That's so stunning.
Look at that.
Like, wow.
This is the blanket on this side. This is the photo that she took it from.
Wow.
The blanket right here. Can you
Wow.
believe it?
No, I can't. And I've seen people do quilts like that too, portrait quilts, and I just think the amount of cutting and piecing and that color work, that's just phenomenal. That is another level, I think.
Here's a photo from Jamie's website.
Pacific Knit Co.
Pacific Knit Co. This is a photo from there, and it shows you what she's done, and those are the different cards she used on that cowl. So that gives you an idea.
So one deck was all of that.
Yeah.
Is this the winter deck?
Yes. Yes.
And that would be a full deck. And then you could, I love it. I actually
the
think
autumn.
it's so wonderful. And now that you think about it, simple but brilliant. Nobody else thought of it. All these expansion, the amount of work to create all of these motifs in all of
Totally.
these themes. It's just amazing. I'm totally here for
I
it.
get inspired. Like, after all this, you guys, I totally get inspired.
I definitely feel that way too when we go to
This
shows.
was us putting together DK50 sets.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
Amazing.
Oh, this is a sweater from Presumed Innocent that I would like someone to knit.
Oh, I totally noticed that's beautiful. Wow, I love that. How about you knit it? You could knit that.
Yeah, but I need a pattern. That's what I mean. Like, it was
Yeah.
spectacular. Do you ever do that? Take photos of things out
Oh,
in the
yes,
wild?
screenshots for sure. I've been known to take photos of people that are in line in front of me. Like, what's that stitch pattern? Take a little photo and zoom in on it.
This was a new photo that we did of Frank. I thought the lighting was very good. He was sitting under my lamp on my table.
He's not really that color though.
Well, that's kind of under the light.
Oh, yeah. He's the gray side. That's really neat.
Me and my Frisk, my other cat. You guys, I'm not a weird cat lady, but I kind of am the weird cat lady. But I'm not, but I am. But it's National Cat Day.
Well, who knew?
right.
Happy Cat Day. What does that mean?
You know,
Your cat gets an extra thing of those
lickums. We call them lickums, but they're like the
Pouchy-
yogurt tubes for cats.
liver
It's like
tube.
pureed, pureed food.
Oh my gosh.
In a perfect world, I would have a rescued cat sanctuary. on a farm.
It's a lot
with
of
some goats.
cat litter.
Yep.
With some goats?
Yeah. Like where I don't have a job and I don't have to work for money, right? Like it's just like a,
Right.
yeah, a rescue cat sanctuary.
I would go more sheep.
You
Sheep
can have
for
sheep
me.
there.
Sheep for
Well,
me.
well, you're living in a house.
It's not that I
very
don't
close.
like cats. We grew up with a cat. Cats are okay. They're fine. It's funny how you kind of are drawn more one way or the other. I'm definitely don't miss that our house doesn't have a cat. I like kittens. But we're always dog people. Hi, Birdie.
I was never cat obsessed growing up. I would
Yeah.
say not until
I
Like
like your
older.
cats.
yeah. I wish they would step
I
it
would
up.
like one of those cats that are like more like a dog. You know,
I've
the
seen-
ones that are like
That's like a little bit like
social
Frank. Yes.
and yeah.
Frank will talk to you. I wish our cats would step it up a little bit. Like I've seen other cats on the internet be way more fun. But
Maybe you have to interact
No.
with them.
it's like
You
it's
try?
the cat's personality, and that's going to be the cat. Like Ebony,
Oh no, she was
and that was like Rosie. We lived in her world, and she was kind of just like, she was that app with the straight mouth. Like she was never grumpy, but she
Right.
was never
Rosie?
yeah,
she was a nice cat.
she was a nice cat.
But yeah, very middle of the road,
Yeah,
like
kind of like boring.
right.
She was boring.
That's what a cat like. That's normal.
I know.
I feel like the ones that are like na 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 na
Yeah.
na na na. That's not so normal.
That's what I mean by my cats need to step it up.
Star, thank you for all of these links and interactions. And BJ, thank you for the show notes. Mwah.
You
Yeah,
guys,
it's a beautiful day.
How did we do it? We didn't have a lot. You guys wait. We'll make it up next time because we'll have so much to show you.
I'm going to challenge myself. Do you think I can get a ranunculus knit before
Challenge
Knit
is
City?
on. Yes, do it.
I could do it in this electric watermelon. Don't you just need two skeins?
Yes, you do.
And then I'll just do the sleeves last, and they're however long they are, however long they are.
Do it. Oh, we can wear. I can wear my vest. You wear your ranunculus, and we
I have,
twins.
and I might cast on another color though because I've got sequins. I've got like a pale pink.
Oh, if you need sequins, I have a whole box from Amanda. You can come grab a couple.
No, but I need like, you would need 6 or 7 balls of
Right.
something, right? I'm super duper tempted to cast on because I
Have
feel like I'm in a
fun.
really good place with my vest. Yes, there's lots of knitting left, but
This
the big portion's done.
This black section with sparkle, I'm gonna knit a kerchief out of black and this rainbow mega bling for my
For the knit night?
yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Anyway.
I'm excited.
We hope we see you there. If not, we'll bring you all the fun things
Yes.
next time in 2 weeks.
We'll do some. We'll try and do a really good job of Instagram stories over for Knit City.
If you
It
go-
gets to be so crazy,
gotta
and
be better at that.
We
We're the
talk.
worst.
Well, I also feel like it's time to be present.
visiting too,
You're
yeah.
present. You're saying hello to people. Like that's more important than getting a video.
Come
for
find us
me-
in Frankie Gray Fibres booth.
How about follow Knit Leaks because Nara is coming to document the event. Like she's amazing. She's going to do a way better job than we possibly could. We will try and do our version of it, but yeah, it's awesome.
And then how do you insert a video here?
Where?
I wonder if you can, after the fact, insert a little video at the end of a YouTube live video.
I don't know. And I'm not finding out.
I'll Google it. Anyway.
No, I don't think you can do it after you've uploaded.
I think you can, because I think you can edit your videos.
You can edit after.
And I
yes.
think that means adding something.
Okay.
I'm saying that like I know it, but I don't really know it.
Listen, there's people out there that know it.
Have so much fun in Flock, you guys. Whoever's going.
Yes.
Say hi
for
to
sure,
everybody
for
for
sure,
us.
for sure. It's phenomenal, and especially if you've there's so many people that are traveling. If it's your local show, you're so lucky. So lucky, right?
It'll
it's
be a
fun to
beautiful
go somewhere
weekend.
that's the ocean for us. We had a ball in Seattle. Bainbridge Island, we love you. But I'm like over the moon excited that we can get in our car and drive, not even very far, to Knit City.
If you see us in a U-Haul, honk.
I think we should already start a protest that, not a protest, what are they called? A petition to leave it in Calgary forever, or maybe bring it to Edmonton. But either way, in Alberta would be awesome because we're so spoiled. It's always a flight, a hotel, a whatever for us.
I even said, we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know how, and not if, because it will be, because worst case scenario, Shane also packs his truck. But we'll let you know how we end up getting all the yarn to
I didn't know Shane was coming.
He's not.
But Matt, they're bringing, is that what their car they're bringing?
No, they're driving mine.
Okay.
With some bins and stuff.
Okay.
But worst case, if I don't get everything in, Shane's home and said he would drive it Friday for us.
Okay.
Anyway.
Listen, there's options.
Come to our booth. We'll help you shop for color.
Come say hi. For sure.
Tracie will be your
I didn't
expert.
know I was hired.
You're actually
I'm
hired.
actually need a job.
You get a t-shirt.
I need a job.
We're
so
out of a job now.
I need a job. It's been transition city this last week. Thank God you've been so busy. Like you already had your second career. So
Oh my God.
it feels weird.
It does feel weird.
Yeah. Our store is officially, our family business is officially.
We've officially got a record of employment.
It's closed, yes. Which is great. It was great, but I just never ever thought about that part of it. So, I mean, how lucky were we to be able to work in a family business?
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah, and so lucky that our dad is happy to be transitioning.
Oh yeah,
to, like he's
listen,
in
way
such
overdue.
but
Way
like,
overdue.
but it could be like it could be very clouded and sad. Like
Yeah.
there's an element of
More than ready.
yes,
Right?
Like
I just think too, I just never thought, I mean, that was the thing that was the joy for me, that it was our family business, right? Yeah, that's what the part that was so
it's
important.
a transitioning.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I mean, my husband, the very next day, he started with the new, so he's all good.
Yeah. He's taking over what's going to now be, he's going to manage and run Loca.
I
the
mean, it's
store
still
that's there.
transition, right?
Yeah.
Like things are getting built and it's going to be a new type of store, but a great store. I think everybody's going to love it. I'm really excited about it. But it's
Maybe-
not like I necessarily want to work just in a grocery store. It was important to me that it was our family business, right?
Yeah. Make
So-
sure you sign up for our newsletter because we've got something super exciting
We've
to
got
share in 2 weeks.
so many fun things on the back burner. I
Yeah.
feel like I have a job already.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
just different.
love
It's just
what
not
we're
a job you're
doing.
going to every day.
It's
There, but you
Transition.
do have a yes.
right. I'm over the moon thrilled, and I feel so fortunate because you and I love what we do, and it was always on the side, and nobody at work ever really knew about it. So now it's like that's the way it's going to be and going forward, and I love it. Transition's great. I love change.
I love change.
I love it. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Better than good.
Yeah.
But wow, like I've never turned a page to a new chapter.
It's not a bad thing.
No. Not in
Not
the
at all,
least.
right?
Not
like
in the
it's
least.
it's just different, and it's just getting used to something that's been. We've never not had that.
Yeah.
So in 55, 53 years, we've never not had that.
Yes.
So now that's done.
Yes. You know, as a little kid, I remember riding our bike in the store when our dad would, the store was closed Sundays. He would come and do an order. I'm sure my mom could use a break, so I can remember riding my little bike.
And the
through
store
the
wouldn't open till 9 in the morning. So
Yeah.
we get to do that in the morning before school.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah. It was, the
Yeah.
memories are burned and they're so valued
Yeah.
and treasured.
Yeah.
And I'm sure lots of people can relate. Lots of people that had to pivot
Yeah.
or
for
turn
sure.
a new chapter or take a new, you know, it's scary to turn the corner a little bit, but it's like, it's a good thing. It's all good.
Yeah. So I'm sending out applications. I'm not sure my skill set, but what TBD.
Right. My resume has one line.
One employment.
I'm pretty sure the what do they call that? Not referral, but the recommendation will be 10 out of 10.
Well, there's something to say about being somewhere for almost 40 years, you and I. Like, I'm sure that would... We can't get rid of this girl.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
That is
and
awesome.
and my letter of recommendation is going to come from my dad.
Right.
What's he going to say?
People are going to, do you know anybody else?
Yeah, I think he's
Not
going to have to
really.
be creative with his wording because he had to double check a lot. And
This is
still-
why self-employment's our only option at this point.
Right, so I can't get fired.
That's so funny. No, life is great. I hope everybody is enjoying what's going on in your life right now. I can't wait to come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Because Knit
good
City
luck.
is a thrill. Your first show. We want to hear all about it. And we can't wait to see you at Knit City. And if you're coming and you don't have tickets to the kickoff party, please come. It's going to be so
We're
fun.
going to be boot scoot boogieing.
It's a social evening. There's going to be some prizes. We have a game we like to play, but it's 100% social, which is really, really fun. So we
Sit
get to
and
have
knit.
drinks. You get you get a drink with your ticket. There's a dessert bar. It is not dinner. Have dinner. Come to us after dinner. But it's all just about hanging out. So I cannot wait for that.
Kelly said good luck from South Africa.
Oh!
And congratulations on
Oh my goodness.
new adventures. Chapters are
One
what
day,
life's all about.
one
Yes.
day, I hope to come visit your home. That would be incredible. Happy for your parents and family. Thank you. Thank you.
We're glad
Retirement's a
somebody
good
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Listen, way overdue. Way
Yeah.
overdue.
Okay.
Okay,
Tracy's
guys.
got hair.
Love you. I got to go get a little bit of a haircut and whatever.
See you in 2 weeks.
Have
Happy
the
knitting.
best time.